Hey guys, and welcome to my channel. It is me, Tofky here, and I'm going to show you a really interesting glitch that I found the other day. So this is on the Dreadnaught. I'm hoping that I'm actually the first one to find this. I found it yesterday morning and I was so excited when I found it. So this can be done in either the Shield Brothers Strike or in the outbound signal. What you're going to want to do is you're going to select the outbound signal because it is much easier. You can do this by yourself and you can just go explore as much as you want to. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to head down, and what normally you would do is you would go through the first initial part until you hit the area where you're going to have your last fight, so the one big room. So there's the hallway where you're going to turn to the left, or you can go straight through to the Shield Brothers. Instead of turning to the left like you're supposed to for the mission, we're going to head straight through and go directly to the Shield Brothers. Now, when we go in that direction, we're going to be stopping in that really big room. It has a bunch of doors. There's normally a Colossus by the end door that we go through to the Shield Brothers. That room we're going to stop in. There will be no enemies once we enter that room, and I'm going to show you a neat little place to get out of the map. Now, I just want to warn you that this glitch does not necessarily work for getting into the Bond Brothers while you're in the strike. You can get in there, however, you will still initiate the battle and be moved into battle. So be aware of this when you are doing this glitch and trying to go into the Shield Brothers area. Now I'm just going to take out all of these peripheral enemies and then I'm going to move ahead. So we're on the bridge. This is the room that you normally would go to towards so that you could do your mission. We're not going to go in there. Instead, we're just going to move directly past, like I said we would, and head towards the Shield Brothers. Now, this is a really interesting glitch for a reason. It has a massive amount of space that you can go through and explore and find new things. And so far, I haven't found anything that really is any more interesting than the fact that you can get out and about. So I'm just going to jump in this crook, then jump up on the wall here. So you can see where I got up. Now, I'm technically out of the map. You can see it glitching around me right now. What I need to do is move up along this wall a little bit more and jump up over that little beam. Now you see that I'm walking in midair. See that, guys? So now I'm going to jump up on this arch up here, and I'm going to head towards the Cabal one first because we can glitch back in through that area and revisit to the next area, which is where the Bond Brothers are. So what I'm going to want to do is I'm going to get on top of the tallest piece of this wall, which is this guy right here. If it'll let me, of course. So I'm getting on top of it, and I'm going to look up to this wall. So this wall you're going to be jumping over. I'm going to use my triple jump as a hunter. So it brings me, oh, it didn't bring me to the top this time. However, it normally brings you to the top there. And what you're going to do once you get to that top is you're actually just going to fall over the edge. It's perfectly safe to do so as long as you're falling down on the metal plate or metal chassis that is right there in front of you. So I'm just going to try this bad boy again. Of course, I'm not making it up there, so I'm actually going to switch to a better jump. I'm going to use the Boots of Yao. When you're doing this as a Warlock or a Titan, it is a lot easier. It's unfortunate we don't have the triple jump boots for year 2, but yeah, so we just go right over this edge, fall onto this metal plate here, and look at that. So you can look back into the room we were in, you can look a little bit beyond, and you can go anywhere you really want to go. If you want to jump down and go a little bit underneath the map, you actually jump down right here and you'll go underneath the map instead. Otherwise, you can just jump on top of it like I am doing here, and then you can see into the area where you should be fighting your enemies. Now, there are some invisible walls that'll be some pretty significant barriers for you getting around. However, if you walk around them, you'll be perfectly fine. So as you can see, I can walk around this perfectly fine, don't have an issue in the world, and I'm going to try to get up a little bit higher. So what I need to do is walk around and then jump my way around. So let's see if I can get back up here. It definitely is a challenge. So I'm just on top of this guy, get on top of this guy, and then we're looking down the fan on our main quest line room for this specific mission. Now you can go even further. You can head towards even the mausoleum and actually glitch into the mausoleum from here if you head down this way. But instead, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to change this into the Dreadnaught area again. I'm going to kill myself, and then I'll be back where I want to be. So I'm just going to head in this direction until it gives me the loading screen. And then I'm going to find my way back in by killing myself or by getting into one of the smaller glitched areas. So you see that there's a little bit of an invisible wall there. You simply just have to walk through it. You're perfectly fine. So I'm heading down. Once I get that loading screen, I'm going to kill myself. Let's hope it comes sooner than later. There it is. So now that that's loaded, I can now find a way to jump over an edge, kill myself, and I should reappear back inside of the ship. Now for the next part, I'm going to show you how to get into... Oh, actually, I appeared on the outside. Okay. Good times, good times. I may have to go just a little bit further, so I'm going to go the way that I had done before, where I glitched underneath the map, and that kind of did it for me. So, head back in this direction, and here we are, loading into the room here, and now we can go back. So that is the alternative way, as long as, you know, you can actually get to that point. That's a lower part of the map, so just kind of follow the same exact path I went. Normally if you load into the other area, you will appear within the ship, so that was a little bit of a surprise there, I'll admit it. So we're going to head back the exact same way that we went before, and I'm going to jump back into that little crack in the wall. If it'll allow me, of course. I always have trouble a second time around. I don't know why, but you'll want to avoid this little bar here. It's going to bounce you off. So here we go, right in, up top, and I'm going to go basically the same original path that I'd gone before. And I'm going to jump up here, but instead you can go around either side. I'm going to go around this side because it seems shorter for me, to be honest. And I'm just going to head towards the store. See, you can float right in midair. It's not going to harm you. It's not going to do anything to you. But what you're going to want to do is, now that you're on the top of this thing, that's going to give you the extra little bit of space that you need to get to the top, you're now going to jump over the top cusp of that and walk all the way down this area. Now, I haven't done as much additional exploring on this glitch as I possibly could. I know there is so many areas to go in. I mean, look at what you can see from here. There is so much around. But this is what I have explored so far and thought was very interesting, and I thought would be great to share. Now, once we get to this area and it says loading, you actually want to jump through this little hole here, and that should jump you right into the map. If you get stuck in a wall, make sure you have a rocket launcher to get you out. So it's going to load me in and drop me down into the room. So now this is the Bond Brothers area. I'm currently in the area that is normally accessible only during the strike. There are some minimal differences, such as these little poles are now out, and now you can go through this back door here that used to be closed and covered with darkness. So, I hope you found that very interesting. I would love to see where you end up exploring to based off of this glitch. Honestly, I think I might be the first one who have found this. It was quite a cool find. So if you like this video, please press like. If you want to see any future videos from me, please subscribe. And I hope you have an awesome day. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.